welcome to Pilates with Courtney. Today we're going to do a quick routine on the reformer, and if you happen to have a ball, that would be helpful. One that is not fully inflated, one that has a little bit of give and it's a little bit deflated, which will help with some of our core instability work. So for footwork springs, we're going to start with 3 red springs. If you like it a little bit heavier, you could do 3 reds and a yellow. All right, so let's get started by laying down with the ball. Just hold on to it. We're gonna lay down onto our back, and let's just start by taking the ball and placing it right underneath our tailbone. So I want you to lift your butt up. Make sure that ball's not too high in your low back, but right underneath your sacrum. And then from here, put your feet on the foot bar and then hands down by your side. Okay, so the ball should be in the right place. If it's not, just adjust and make sure it's right underneath the tailbone. Taking your legs to a tabletop position, find your balance, and then bring your other leg to tabletop. Okay, so then from here, we just reach one leg out long, and then pull it in, and then reach the other leg out long. Good, so use your arms to support you here. And if you feel pretty stable, you can always just kind of start to hover the arms, and maybe just your fingertips are on the carriage. You can also hover the arms with your hands, palms facing up. Okay, let's do about 1 more to each side, each leg. And good. Now bring your legs straight up to the ceiling, and then just lower the legs down, only as far as you can maintain that neutral in your pelvis. So if you only go a little bit, that's fine. If you can go a little bit further without arching in your back, that's good too. Inhale, lower the legs down. Exhale, lift the legs up. Good. I really use my arms here to support me. So I wouldn't suggest, or maybe you do if you're really feeling stable, but I wouldn't suggest hovering the arms for this one. Good, 3 more. Inhale, exhale, lift, and 2, and 1. Okay, then scissor legs. 1 leg lowers, 1 leg lifts, and then you switch, and switch. Good, you can start to speed it up, and switch, for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good, take a break, put your feet down on the foot bar for a second, adjust the ball if you need to. Okay, then let's bring our right leg up, left leg up, and then let's start by reaching the left leg out long. Reach the right leg out long to meet it, hold, pull the left leg in, pull the right leg in. Okay, let's repeat that. Right leg, reach it out long. Left leg meets it, hold. Pull the right knee in and the left knee. Good, left leg long. Right leg long, hold. Pull it in and pull it in. Let's do 4 more. Reach, meet, pull in, pull in. 3 more. Reach, reach, pull in, pull in. 2 more. Hold, in, and in. Last one, reach the leg long. Other leg meets it, hold. We hold here and we flutter kick for 8, 7, little flutter kicks. Straight leg, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the legs in. Set the feet down, lift your booty up, take the ball out. Good job. Windshield wiper your knees, side to side. Release that tension in the lower back. And now your core is probably awake, so that's good. Okay, real quick, let's just sneak in a calf stretch. So put the balls of your feet on the bar, just in parallel, hold on to the ball, and then you're just gonna push out and lower one heel and lift the other heel for a nice stretch. And then switch. Good, and switch. Getting that nice calf stretch, waking up the feet and the ankles. And one more to each side. Good. And then go ahead and bring the carriage in. We're gonna place the ball between our inner thighs. All right, so starting with your heels on the bar, your feet are flexed like they're right up against a wall. All right, hands down by your side. There's a little bit of tension in the ball, but you're not crazy actively squeezing it. Okay, so take a breath in. Big exhale, push the carriage out, resist it in. Push out and resist. You're pushing through the center of your heels. Good. Not rolling out to the outside of the heels. And again, some pressure into the ball, especially when you're all the way out. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I want you to push out and bring it halfway in, and then just hold the carriage still and squeeze the ball. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Try not to move the carriage. Good. Adjust your feet if you feel like they're too far apart. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold the squeeze and pulse the carriage. Keep squeezing. And the carriage goes up an inch and down an inch. Should feel some heat in your quads, yeah? Good. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, all the way out, and then bring it in. Woo. Okay, let's lower down to the balls of your feet. Lift those heels high. Take a breath in, and big exhale to push the carriage out and in. Out and in. Good. Try to relax your shoulders. Good. For 5. Keeping those heels lifted. For 2. And 1. Halfway in. Keep the carriage still. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Good. Holding that carriage halfway out. For 4. Squeeze 3. 2. Hold the squeeze. Pulse the carriage. You can do it. Breathe. 5. Up 4. Up 3. Up 2. And all the way out. And then bring it back in. Very good. Take the ball out, and then you're going to place it between your, not really necessarily your ankles, but a little bit higher than your ankle bones. And you're going to be in Pilates V, so heels together, toes apart. You're on the balls of your feet. With the ball positioned in that spot, you are not going to be able to push all the way out because obviously the ball will stop you. So only go as far as you can with the ball there. So it looks like this. You push out, try to keep those heels together, and if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. That's where your range is. So pushing out, keeping those heels together and in. It's a lot of inner thigh. Push out and in. Good. 5. Try not to let those heels separate, even if the carriage doesn't go all the way out. 4. Good. 3. 2. 1. And then bring it halfway in. Little pulses of the carriage. Just the carriage this time. Up an inch and down an inch. You should have tension on the ball the whole time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Whew. Nicely done. Butterfly your legs for a second. Just take a breath in and exhale. Nice job. Okay, bridges are next. Since our front of our legs are pretty warmed up and our inner thighs, let's get the back and the glutes. Okay, so ball's gonna actually go between the knees this time. You're on your heels or your arches. Balls of your feet is gonna be a lot more intense on your hamstrings, so if you want it, go for it. I'm gonna stick right here on the heels, hands down by your side. Make sure your headrest is down if you did lift it up. Take a breath in. Flatten your lower back. Start to peel your spine up, keeping that carriage still. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll the spine down, bone by bone. Tailbone hits, take a breath in. And exhale, imprint that spine, peel it up, keeping the tailbone tucked, feeling that nice stretch across the thighs. Inhale and exhale, roll the spine down. Good, 3 more. Rolling up. Take a breath in, melt the spine down. Good, 2 more. Soften the chest, the upper back, mid back, low back, and tailbone. 1 more, peel it up and hold. Okay, so let's do some hip dips here to warm up the glutes. So dip the hips halfway down and then lift. Halfway down and lift. Good. 6, 5, keep your gaze to the ceiling. 4, push into your arms to help support you. 2 more. And 1 more. Now hold at the top and squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Come right back up. Let's combine those 2 moves. So we dip the hips halfway down. We lift the hips and squeeze the ball. 8. Down, up, squeeze. 7. 6. Good. And 5. 4. Again, don't be afraid to push into your arms to get your hips to lift. Last 2. Good. And 1 more. And we pulse that ball for 8. Just the ball. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine down. Ooh, nice. Take the ball out, set it aside. We've got 1 more bridge left. We're gonna go into some single leg bridges. So if you know that single leg bridges don't work great for your lower back, just go back to what we just did with both feet on the bar. Okay, take a breath in, big exhale, lift the hips. Good, now from here, take your right leg to tabletop. Keep your hips nice and level. Set your leg down. Other leg to tabletop. Set it down. Good, keep marching. Focusing on the core, staying really still and trying to keep those hips from dropping, right? Keep the hips at the same level. Good. 1 more to each leg. Good. And then you either stick with this if that was feeling good, or to add on, you're going to bring 1 leg up, straighten it up to the ceiling. We're going to lower it down and lift it up for 8. 7, keep those hips level. Good. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Foot comes down, readjust, other side. Otherwise, if you took the other option of just marching, you're just continuing to march. Good, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the foot down and roll the spine down. Nicely done. Hug those knees into your chest, rock side to side. Maybe even a quick figure 4 stretch, crossing 1 ankle over the opposite knee. Draw the thigh in for a deeper stretch. Good. Other side. Good, good. Okay, let's roll to one side, push ourselves up. All right, and let's change our spring now to just 1 red spring, just 1 red. And we're gonna come onto our knees up against the shoulder rests and do some kneeling abs. So, kneeling abs back. So starting with your knees pretty much against the shoulder rest, but I want a little bit of space between your knee and the shoulder rest. So maybe like 2 or 3 fingers width. And then you're gonna have your hands on the frame, shoulders over the wrists. And then just the kind of the mid thigh is up against the shoulder blocks. Okay, you're in a neutral spine right now. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, you're gonna exhale deeply to pull the carriage in from your lower abs. And then inhale, lengthen the spine back to neutral. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back to neutral. So what you're looking for here is not pulling with your arms, but pulling with those lower abs, pelvic floor. Okay, so think deep exhale. Inhale. Deep exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. Try not to pull with your arms. Your arms are just stabilizing you. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. And 2. And 1. Good. Bring the carriage home. Sit back into a child's pose. Widen your knees. Let your arms stretch and breathe. Okay, now let's come on up to our knees. If you are comfortable with upright kneeling arm work, you can be here. Just make sure your core is really tight and you're not gonna face plant it into the well. If you're not really sure about that, this is a good place to start, just sitting over your heels or however is comfortable, and then eventually you can work your way up to on your knees. So grab your straps. Let's choke up on the ropes. The higher up you grab on the rope, the more tension. You could always start with your hands in the short loops and then work your way up if you want more tension. Okay, so I'm gonna rise up. I'm gonna roll my shoulders back and down so I have a nice wide collarbone. Taking a breath in, and then exhale, pull my arms straight back and resist forward. Big exhale, pull and resist. Using the back of your arms, your triceps, and your upper back muscles, your postural muscles, to help support you and keep you strong here. If you are unable to pull and you're only able to get to about here, then you need to loosen your grip on the strap. Maybe even putting your hands in the short loops and pressing back like that. Okay, but let's do 4 more. You want to get a little bit past your hips without those shoulders rising up into your ears. Good. And 2 more. Good, and 1. Okay, let's crisscross our straps. Let's go into some rowing. So you have 2 options here with rowing. You could do a narrow row with your palms facing in. This is a little more gentle on the shoulders. So you could go like this, try to squeeze the shoulder blades. Otherwise, you can do a wide row with your elbows wide, squeezing the shoulder blades as you pull the arms back. Try to keep your wrists neutral. Good. Pull back for 5. Inhale and exhale, 4. Good, squeeze those shoulder blades like you're trying to crack a walnut between your shoulder blades. 2 more. Good, and 1. Okay, now you can either stick with the straps crossed, or if it feels too heavy, just uncross your straps. We're gonna go into rotation. So one arm is gonna pull and you're gonna rotate towards that side. It's kind of heavy with the straps crossed. So uncross them if you need to. Pull the other way and rotate. Center, pull, rotate. Your hips stay pointed forward, but you rotate through your mid to upper back as you row the arm. Good, remember you can also do this sitting on your heels. You don't have to be upright, you can be here and pull. This is a nice safe place to be. And pull. Let's do 1 more to each side. and pull. Good job. Uncross your straps, hang them up. We're gonna do one more set of kneeling abs facing back. So go ahead and put your hands on the frame, shoulders over the wrists, a little bit of space between the knees and the shoulder blocks. All right, so nice neutral spine. Take a breath in. Deep exhale. Pull the carriage in, bring it back to neutral. Exhale, pull in. Inhale and back. Good. The exhale breath really does make a difference for that lower ab engagement and pelvic floor. 4 more. Exhale, 3. Good. 2. And last one. Very good. Little child's pose. Okay, we are almost to the end. I just want you to back your knees up. Put your feet onto the platform right here. Hands can be either by the shoulder rest, or if you're a little bit shorter like me, you can back your hands up. Okay, if being on your hands doesn't work for you for planks, you can always do this on your forearms like this, or you can hold the shoulder rest like this. I'm gonna stay on my hands today, so go ahead and take a breath in. A deep exhale, lift those knees, hug the core, and then push the carriage out into your long plank. Hold right here, shoulders over the wrists, long back of the neck. You're actively pushing down into your hands. Good, and then we're gonna start to bend the knees, pull the carriage in, and press it back out for 5. In and out, 4. Good. 3. 2. 1. Hold right here. If you are able to, you're gonna try to push the carriage forward and back. If that doesn't work, you just hold the carriage still and hold your plank. Forward and back. 4 more. Good. 3. 2. 1 more. And bring the carriage in, set your knees down. Ooh, all right, I am definitely warm. Okay, let's finish with one of my favorite stretches, the mermaid. So still leaving that one red spring on. Go ahead and bring your legs to a Z-sit if your hips will allow that. If not, you can be stacked like this. Left hand or one arm on the foot bar. Make sure if you are in a Z-sit that your right shin is against the shoulder block with your left arm on the foot bar. Reach the other arm out long, take a breath in, exhale, side bend. Find length right here. Add your rotation. Rotate the chest towards the floor, square off the shoulders. Hold and breathe. Good. Center that left hand, rotate back, come back up. Counter stretch. Good. Let's do one more. So hold. Right here, side bend. Add that rotation. Just hold and breathe. And then rotate back and come back up. I don't know why I am wearing a sweater, because I am warm now, but we're almost done. So let's swivel around to the other side. Same thing. So on the other side, you want to have your left shin against the shoulder blocks. That's really important. If your legs are swapped to the other side, it's going to feel really awkward in your stretch. Okay, right hand on the foot bar. Arm extends. Push the foot bar away as you side bend. Find length here. Rotate the chest to the floor. Breathe. Rotate back. And counter stretch. So good. Such a nice stretch. One more. Side bend. And rotate. Breathe. And then center the hand. Rotate back. Come back up. Counter stretch. Okay. Well, that is your quick little workout for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to working out with you again in the next video. See you next time.